You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 6. From the gun, it's Love. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Packers.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On second down, Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier. Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down. Oh, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs.
At the 3-yard line.
We'll see how much that decision costs them as the game unfolds, but give credit to this defense. They found a way to get off the field. They had their backs against the wall there on the opening drive.
Wilson will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the number 1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here the ability to be on time and accurate through contact That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20s. A big-time play for the Bears. 53 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Throw it again. It's Williams. Out to his right. He'll take off again.
Williams. A gain of 6. That's good for a Bears first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
To the goal line and in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Melton now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Daniel Hardy on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of
It's
6.
third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That one caught. He finds Golden. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On play action, Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Moore going in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll step up and run. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A play fake. Now Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Here's Lowe to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Love. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And it'll be a good return. Was able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw is Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Duvernay to return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Edgerrin Cooper. They're on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
10 yards. And the Bears first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team
line.
playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. They'll put Loveland in motion. Give up the middle with Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Williams. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
On the coverage.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. Fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs.
Complete to Romeo Dobbs. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Montez Sweat, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Will run it over center with Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Down the field, he's got Duvernay. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
38-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Melton now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
Love's pass complete to number 88, Luke Musgrave. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. To throw is Love. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
On 4th down, Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the 2nd half. It's about to get underway.
Brendan McManus.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. the option. It's Swift. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go again with Swift. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
That's good.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Off the RPO, this is Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Love. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Packers.
On play action, Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Love to throw. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
On second down, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 12 yards to go.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Here's Love. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Packers set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. A run here with Smith. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to rush for it. It's Smith. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling him, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, here is Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far,
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Packers 7.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Melton now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
For the Packers, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 4. Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Gain on the play.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
We'll go play action with Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on the connection. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
In motion, Reed. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still second down.
Throwing on second down, Love. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Packers.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
For a Packers first down. First and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And this time they are ready for a thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
A second down throw for Love. Moving to him, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Bears 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Williams to throw on second down. And the work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Williams. Open man, that's Duvernay. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
First down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Swift. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Williams now to throw. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
For a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Williams. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
DJ Moore. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On the give, it is Monunga. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, that 3rd down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in 4th and short. but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the fourth quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Golden. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run with Monunga. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Throwing is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here now 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, a good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Another run here, another run by Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.